Before we begin, a moment of silence for the late, great Larry Allen.
We lost one of the greatest, if not the greatest, offensive lineman to ever play the game. So you got Caitlin Clark out there, not being allowed to the women's team for the Olympics, but women's basketball team for the Olympics, which this is a worldwide stage. I had the weirdest proposition to me I've ever had. And that's saying something. Now, this wasn't sexual. All right, welcome to this week's Be About It podcast. Got a little bit going on this week. Got some controversy, got some people upset, got some people happy, got some people really sad. We got a little bit of it all this week, but first I'm going to dive straight into something. As a Cowboys fan, we lost as an NFL fan in general, we lost one of the greatest, if not the greatest, offensive linemen to ever play the game this week. Larry Allen. An unstoppable mountain of a man. He literally missed 9 games one year and was still elected to the Pro Bowl because of sheer dominance. If he was on the field and healthy, there was no one better at his position. Now, he started out as a guard, or not a guard, but a tackle, blind side, always was dominant. But he passed away on June 2nd while on vacation with his family down in Mexico. I would personally like to send a heartfelt sorry for your loss to his entire family. He was a tremendous athlete, an amazing person, and never gave up on a play. Just as a fan alone, can't say enough about him. Now, he died at the age of 52. He was a Hall of Famer, 11 Pro Bowls, and part of the 1996 Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys. Now, he did finish his career over in San Fran, but we won't hold that against him. You've seen several highlights. This man was a monster, benching, strongest man in the NFL, benching 700 pounds. That is like 2.5 of me. That man was a monster of a man, strongest man. And you weren't getting around him. He was quick too. Sure, everybody's seen the clip of him running down after interception was thrown, running down the man and catching him. He was an all-around athlete, and it truly was a legacy to the sport. If there is better offensive linemen, I have not seen him. I have not seen anybody on that. But Larry Allen was, in my opinion, the best offensive lineman to ever play the game. There was nobody I thought was better than him. So my heartfelt condolences to the family. I wish it nothing but the best going forward and hope there's some peace to be found there. Now, on to some more stuff. Let's see what else we have now. We do have a lot of controversy. Again, for the second week in a row. I cannot believe this, but Caitlin Clark is on this podcast. Not literally. She keeps denying my phone calls. I expected that, though. But a lot of things were upset because they announced the team for the Olympics this week going to Paris, France. And she was not among the women's athletes for the women's football or basketball team. Now, you got people on that are like, I'm happy that didn't happen. I'm sad that didn't happen. There is clearly a line drawn, and nobody's just like, whatever it is, what it is, because you have someone on the team in the WNBA that is so dominant in her first year. She is not the number one, but she is leading a lot of categories on the whole, as far as athletic ability and points, assists. She's in the top 5 on a lot of these. So she has the numbers to be on this team. It wasn't like she was denied for lack of production. She was actually incredibly productive over her first games in the WNBA. And her stats were literally better than 3 or 4 of the ones that were selected for the team. So you got Caitlin Clark out there not being allowed to the women's team for the Olympics, but women's basketball team for the Olympics, which this is a worldwide stage. And there is a lot of people upset about that. They think that she should be. Now, whichever line you fall on, you might not like or might like my opinion. I'm going to give that after a minute. First off, let's just tell a few stars, like you got Aja Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Lonsku, and Brittany Griner, which I was a little shocked on the Brittany Griner. I'll tell you in just a second. So even a generational talent like Clark was not a shoe-in. I mean, there is talent on this team. So the women's national basketball team going over there to represent the USA in Olympics has a great team. It's not like it's just a full of has-beens but excuse me. And Caitlin is taking this in a very good way. Now, first, let me go back to Brittany Griner. I am surprised she is getting that close to Russia after what she just went through and coming back home. I am amazed she is going that far close to them. They're probably like, yeah, get close. I wonder if she's going to be a little bit more careful this time with her medication. Which, if she is, I mean, come on, she's just a hop, skip, and a jump from Amsterdam. Come on, just make the little drive and go. But Clark said, I know it's the most competitive team in the world, and I know I could have gone either way, me being on the team or not being on the team. I'm excited for them. Going to be rooting for them to win the gold. Basically, she is saying, yes, go win the gold, girls. I mean, she is happy that they are happy. But she is rooting for them. She was not negative about being. She knows she is a rookie. She has got several seasons, at least 2 more Olympics that she will be qualified to enter. She is not missing out. If anything, she's going to be better whenever she's elected to the next one. Which if she keeps playing as she is and getting better, she will be a shoe-in on that one. Now, a lot of people have been boasting and talking about this, and Pat McAfee. He got in a little trouble referring to her, not calling, I won't say that, white bitch. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you could have left that. You could have said another word besides white in there. That was bad on his part. And he didn't say it in the mean or ugly way. He was actually, he admires her, he respects her, and he actually is a fan of Caitlin Clark. But it's the way he said it on the stage that he said it made it bad. He could have said one mean bitch out there, and guess what? Probably wouldn't have got that many things. I was like, but it is what it is. He made his choice, did it, but he's still recovering from that. We'll see how that one unfolds. But here's my personal opinion on the Caitlin Clark time. I honestly think she can use a rest. I think she needs the time to rest. I mean, she has had the whole world, or at least the whole United States, thrown at her these first few months of being in the WNBA. She can enjoy a little step back. I'm going to enjoy a little bit of time, not worry about basketball, worry about me, and just get her mind, maybe go out and do some events that she's interested in. But yeah, I think she can actually use the rest. I don't think this is going to be a bad thing for her. And to be honest, I don't think she needed to go this year, because if she did, it would be the Caitlin Clark show. It wouldn't be the Olympics. It would be the Caitlin Clark show. Which, if you're a fan of Caitlin Clark, you'd be very happy. But that kind of stuff can actually distract other players from doing the best that they can. And I'd love to see some gold around our women's necks around the basketball. So that is where I kind of fit in and feel in on that one. So I think this is a good thing she's not going. This will get with all the controversy going on over here, she needs to step away. Let these other very talented women go over there and play the game and represent the United States and bring home the gold. But also don't think that Caitlin Clark is just going to, I was like, let it be. She's got 4 years to get better. And next time she goes, she will be selected for the U.S. Olympic team representing the women's basketball. So I don't think, well, I know for a fact she has a talent. And this was just not her year. With everything going around, she needed to take a step back from basketball and let these other talented women do their job and represent the United States. And she could use the rest. She does not need to make this all, because if she would have went over there, it would have went all about her. And it's time to make it around the United States and our team, especially in the Olympics. If you're a fan of the Olympics, I'm a fan of the Summer Olympics myself, so this is my year. Winter Olympics never could get into. I've just never been that. I'm sorry. It's just never, I hate the cold. So that never appealed to me on any level. But the Summer Olympics, now this is the ones I love, especially since the first year I saw the Dream Team playing, when you had Michael, Bird, Magic, all these, the best players on the same team. And oh my God, it was awesome. Now the U.S. has not lost many. I think 1 year we didn't win the gold when it came to basketball. Basketball is our sport. That is a United States sport. It did not originate in any other country. It was not perfected by any other country. It is our sport. We own that. So, in short on that one, let's let Caitlin have her little time off. Let's enjoy these other women whooping ass around the world. And let's just take it for what it is. Because in 4 years, we'll see Caitlin at whatever Olympics it's going to be. Let's wait for that one. But let's not halt these women's progress going right now. So, on that note, I'm going to take a quick break, quick second, refuel, reset, and then we're going to talk about some current things going on, including some Mavericks and a weird proposition that was made to me. Wait around for it just a second. All right, and we are back. Now, what do I want to talk about? What do we need to talk about? We need to talk about some Dallas Mavericks. We need to talk about some Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. The Mavs are down 2-0 to Boston in the finals. Now, they have just been playing in Boston. I'm sorry, that is one of the toughest towns in any sport to play in. Not to mention basketball, which they have they are like the New England Patriots of basketball. They have owned that sport over the decades. They have had too many dynasties, a couple different ones. So they have the championships currently tied with LA because of that nice little back and forth they had with in the 80s with Bird and Johnson, which was one of the exciting times of basketball, if y'all remember that. Now, the first game I watched was absolute horrible. I mean, the only person that produced in that one was Luka. I wanted, if my dogs would have took a shit in my living room, I would have literally chunked it at the TV. It would have been funner to watch than that game. Boston just rolled all over us. It had no fun. I was like, it looked like everybody was scared. Luka came out and did his thing, throwing up a double-double. But everybody else just did not show, was scared to do. There was no communication, no passing, missed shots, missed layups. It was horrible. Then the second game comes around. Now, Boston, of course, gets up a little lead. Mavericks showing life in the last couple minutes. They did get things going, and started to make a little bit of a comeback, but still falling 105-98. You cannot let a team like Boston get up 10 and 15, 20 points on you. You will not come back from that. They are too talented and deep of a squad. A lot of people that aren't familiar with watching Boston will not know. Their second off the bench, their bench points can hurt you just as much as the starting point. So you have to play hard, full game, every game. You cannot back down. And the Mavericks are not playing with that intensity they have been playing with up until this point. And I think that's where we are missing the most in our games. Now, next game, they are coming home to Dallas. I do not know how now, I cannot say this is going to be a good game or a guaranteed win because Boston so far is undefeated on the road in these playoffs. Boston has played like they are ready. This is their time. It's been over a decade since they have gotten their last championship. They are ready for another one. So they are playing like it. They don't want this to go 5, 6, 7 games. They want to end this in 4, and the Mavericks are letting them have it. And if the Mavericks don't pick up their play, figure out how to shut this team down, slow them down, they are going to lose. And this is going to be a 4-game. Thank you very much for coming. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure the NBA has a little plan in place to be like, call a few fouls here, ref. Let's get the Mavs a couple wins. Let's stretch this out to 6 games. They don't want to lose any revenue. But if the Mavs just don't come, guess what? They're not going to take the series home. And they're already down 2-0 right now. Only 5 teams being down 2-0 in the finals have come back to win. So it is an 83% chance Boston is going to win this one. So Mavs, if you're listening, defy the odds, come back. Let's get another championship for Dallas. So now, we talked about the Mavs. We talked a little bit. We've had a little controversy things going on here. Now, this week, I had the weirdest proposition to me I've ever had. And that's saying something. Now, this wasn't sexual. Someone, actually, with my daytime job, the one that pays the bills, asked if I could sell my hair, that my hair is exactly what she buys so she could sell wigs and things like that. And I'm looking at her like, what? Huh? So I just, like, whenever it happened, I kind of just took the compliment and I was like, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I was like, thank you. I'm just like, hey, I got nice hair. Sweet. Awesome. Beautiful. Yes. I was like, I'm just feeling extra putty today. Yes. But I was kind of like, it got me thinking, like, after a day or two, I was like, that's kind of a weird proposition outside of the go to salons and things like that. I don't really take good care of my hair, to be honest. I'm just kind of blessed and lucky, my guess. But I actually decided to do a little digging. And there's for 12 inches. Only 12 inches of this. For virgin red hair, you can get like up to $1,000. That is a lot of money for 12 inches of hair. And for some blonde, some premium blonde, you can get like $300 for 12 inches. Man, these women getting their hair cut for free, and then they taking that hair and making a wig out of it. Man, they are making a killing, especially if you go from long hair to short hair. Like, done. They own that. They're selling that one quick. Now, that's just 12 inches. You're basic. I mean, there's different pricing, like different levels. Just like if you're doing jewelry, you got different values for like diamonds, sapphires, rubies, quartz, citrines, emeralds, all that stuff. So you got different levels of value based on the stone. Just like that, you have different values of hair. But you can't think that there is like much profit to be made. But believe it or not, the actual profit of this is upwards of 30%. 30% profit, which isn't really bad considering investment time and all that. So I'm like, got me thinking. So I started talking. Then I was told by the missus that I ain't allowed to sell my hair. Then I was confirmed by the daughter to not to. They like the hair, so I got to keep it. So I ain't allowed to. Now, I ain't gonna lie though, if that woman offered me $5,000 for that hair, I'd be shaving my head tomorrow. Done. I was like, you can have it all. It'll grow back in about 3 or 4 years. But it also got me thinking, what happens like if I sell my hair, someone makes a wig out of it, and they're like, that person puts on that wig. Maybe they're going to rob a bank or something. Whatever. And they commit a crime using my hair on a wig. And what if like 2 strands fall out and hit, and the police are like, oh, that's him. And they're like, go get it. would that implicate me in some way, form, or fashion? Like they would have DNA evidence of me on the site. I don't know. Would that be, is that a thing? Could that be, put me at the scene of the crime and them have probable cause to arrest me because of that? That's kind of weird. I know it's kind of a weird question. But like if, like someone's wearing if I cut my hair and donate it, sell it to them. I was like, they make a wig out of it. Someone wears that wig and does something bad. That's DNA evidence, technically. How is that not? So that's kind of, I was like, it got me thinking on that, which kind of like backed me off from selling my hair to make a wig out of. I was like, now don't get me wrong, this is gorgeous hair. Y'all can see, perfect in every single form, way, or fashion. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to lean away from that one because I just don't see that being a good thing. I was like, now, like I said, if they offered $5,000, I would be chopping this hair off tomorrow. They could have it all. But that's, $5,000 for a head of hair. Like I said, it'll take about 3 or 4 years to grow back because my hair grows slow. But that $5,000 will pay for a lot of goodness around here. All right, but that was just kind of a weird thing I wanted to share with everybody because I kind of thought that was weird. Someone offering to buy hair. Yeah, it was like because it's never been proposed to me in any way like that. So I was like, all right, we're good. Go on that one. But I'm gonna wrap this up. In case nobody's been paying attention, you're welcome for telling you. Next Sunday is Father's Day. Yes, the day where we celebrate the dads by staying out of their way while they fire up the smoke pit or the grill. And cook like men, yes. Father's Day, where we treat our fathers with respect for 30 minutes before we tell them to get out of the way. So, if you have not already made plans for your father, do so. Make him feel special this one day of year. You know damn well that man doesn't feel special 364 days out of the year. Next Sunday is the one day. Make that man feel special. Like me, myself, I don't know. I am like, they asked me what I want. I was like, I want a nothing day. I want a nothing day where I don't do anything except walk to the bathroom, walk back, watch what I want on TV, relax, maybe stay in bed till like 2 p.m. I don't know. But that's what I want for my Father's Day. Just relaxation, drink the coffee that I like, enjoy myself, and just relax. Calmness. That's what I want. I deal with a whole bunch of craziness all through the year. I just want one day of calm. So that's all I'm asking for. And another big thing about Father's Day, and a lot of people don't know this, unless you've been listening since day one. Thank you. But shortly after Father's Day was whenever I started this Be About It podcast. And if you'll listen to that first episode versus what you listen to now, you'll kind of see a big difference in how much I sucked back then and how much better I've gotten today. Because I think with everything, you need to progress, you need to move forward, and you always have to learn from other people. And I have taken that liberty of learning and watching other people that do it better than me, taking notes on what programs, how things to do. I want to be the best at this, and eventually I might get there. I might not, don't know, but I do enjoy it. 1 year anniversary coming up shortly after Father's Day. That I'm going to try to get something big going on. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off with this short a time frame, but I'm going to see what I got. But on that note, I'm going to say my goodbyes. I'm going to say my thank you very much for coming by and spending this little time with me. And let me know in the comments if you haven't been to the website www.beaboutitpodcast.com. Swing by there. We got a full website and everything. We're full blown. I was like, I say we, but it's me. I'm doing it all by myself. But you stop by the website www.beaboutitpodcast.com. Leave me some notes. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you want me to cover. I'll cover anything because I think that everything needs to be talked about. Get it out there. I was like, if it's interesting, if it's boring, I might make fun of it. Just warning you in advance. But thank you very much for spending this little time with me. I had a great time, good things. And again, as I end this one, don't talk about it, be about it. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great one.